I'm sure the other guy told you about what's going on, right?
Nope.
Okay, well, I have a '09 Dodge 2500 here. We're doing the Carly ball joints on them. The driver's side lower ball joint. Basically, we had to press the old one out, and then the new one just slides right in.
Yep. I take it that whatever you took out was an aftermarket ball joint.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, if it's got splines on the outside of it. So cheaper aftermarket ball joints, Moogs, XRFs, you name it, any part store ball joint is going to be splined instead of a smooth bore like a factory ball joint. When you press those ball joints into the housing, especially if you replace them more than once, crushing the knurling on the outside of that joint is what holds it in that hole. Unfortunately, that destroys your ball joint hole. So then when you take a factory machine joint like ours and you go to put it in, it'll install by hand. Basically what it does, it restricts you to using, knurled ball joints for the life cycle of that truck. All that being said, 99.9% of installations are successful in taking a center punch, dimple up, since the inside of that ball joint bore is already destroyed, dimple it up to swell that metal, and then press the ball joint in, and it'll hold no problem.
Okay. So you're saying I should get a punch on the side of it?
No, not on the ball joint itself. So on the inside of the bore for the ball joint.
Like around the wall.
Yes, around the internal diameter of the ball joint hole where you're going to press the ball joint into. Just dimple it up with a center punch, and that's going to swell the metal.
Okay.
And that'll grab it no problem. You're basically doing a reverse knurl is what you're doing, since the knurled ball joint already ate the internal diameter of that bore.
Okay. Yeah, let's see here. Shit. Yeah, because I was a little bit confused. It slid right in. I didn't know if you had aftermarket or stock on here. But
yeah, and if it's a stock ball joint, like for me, I've got an '03 that's got 160,000 miles on it. Well, factory ball joints came out, our ball joints went in, and we've had 7 or 8 different sets of ball joints in there doing some testing in the last few weeks, and it's still as tight as it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're using a smooth ball joint, then you're not taking out material like you are when you're throwing in a knurled alternative.
Yeah, like whenever we put the Carly one in, and we put it didn't come with snap rings, so we had to just use the factory ones that are on it or whatever was on it.
As in they weren't in the box with the product?
No, they weren't. I already talked to CJC about it. They said they were going to send some.
Oh,
but
crazy.
Yeah,
okay.
But, the ball joint was in there, and then you yank on the ball joint, and it moves back and forth.
That's a big problem. But, if you put it in, did you have to use a press to put it in, or could you just push it in by hand?
Push it in by hand.
Yeah, no, if that's the case, swell it up, and you'll be fine. You'll need to use a press once you swell it up.
Yeah. All right.
Because that snap ring, it sounds like you're well aware, is just a safety concern. Nothing more than that. It's not like it holds it in there or anything. So yeah, you're good to go, man. Just swell up the inside of the bores there, and those ball joints should press right in, and you won't have any problems moving forward.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
I'll give you a call.
All right. Good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. Bye-bye.